All right, back we go. 4 o'clock Eastern time. I'm in Philadelphia. It's January 10th. Let's do another set of 5 on these small caps before I need a break. I need to get something to eat. We're going to go through GSAT, Avgr, MARA, PTE, and FCEL. Let's start with GSAT. Look this up. Our GSAT global star, 613 million float. Big float. Market cap 935 million. Cash 23 million. Revenue 127 million. Assets 910 million. Insiders own 63%. That's huge. 17% institutions. Okay. Debt 319 million. Enterprise value 1.3 billion. What do they do? Mobile satellite services, voice and data, communications services worldwide. It offers is via satellite, which includes two-way communication, data using mobile fixed devices. It's a long thing right here, long paragraph. The company provides engineering services, hardware, software, develop specific applications, public safety, disaster relief. Serves government for safety. So oil and gas, maritime fishing, construction, utilities, founded in 2003, headquartered in Covington, Louisiana. Acquired shares have been a lot, 1.67 million buys, sells 190,000. So, going back to May, I see 50,000 director, 50,000 shares, a lot of buys. 1223, James Monroe, the director, just bought 9,570, 500,000, 750. Well, shares traded, I should say. 281,000, 5,000. So a lot of buys on this. And going over to FinViz, huge float, 127 million in sales. Let's see what else they say here. E-commerce website. It has approximately 775,000 subs, which is pretty good. It has a lot of debt. It doesn't have a lot of cash. Have they ever done an offering? Let's look at the charts. Let's go to the monthly. This has been around too. This is around since 2006. So this company is not going to bankruptcy as far as I could tell. Unless there's something I don't know. But if a company's been around this long, that's a good sign. And looking at it here, look at this monthly. You're always going to go monthly, weekly, daily. Look at this move down all the way here, 2008, 2009, went to like 33 cents, bounced, did nothing. It's almost 2 there from like 4 years. Then in 2013, you had this big move up to 4, came back down hard again, the 1, and this is, you have a trend line. See this right here, here, here. And drawing this line out, we're sort of sideways now. This has been sideways since 2018 late. And I think we get another move up soon. Look at this. And could this be a buyout potentially? Anything's possible. It's definitely possible. So you have the sideways. Looks like this wants to go to 75, $1 on here. Right here, you have 67 cents. So many like wicks got to this. Now I'll go to the weekly. And this isn't a float where it's going to just fly. This is going to be like a progressive move. So 75 is big on this. On the daily, who's the news on this? Global-Star, January 7th, Nokia deployment over license band 53 at Port Seattle. Is that the news? All right, so let's look at this anyway. So look where we're at. Very choppy back and forth. Clearly, you can see, I hope you can see this like quarter line pretty much, 50-cent line. Yeah, if it gets over right here to 73, about 70 cents, we get to 75 and hold. Yeah, this is going much higher, $1 plus, I would say. Yeah, we'll see what this does. This has made a big gap up. This could come back to 40 and grind back up again. You don't know how these will react. See, this came back on this hard candle. So this has good potential long though on the monthly and weekly. You know, keep an eye on it. So there's really good potential there on GSAT. Avgr, Avgr, 84 million float, market cap 76 million, cash 25 million, revenue 8.59 million, current assets 36 million. Insiders don't own on institutions like 6%, debt 16 million, value this company's only 36 million. Manufactures catheter devices used to treat vascular diseases. It designs, manufactures, and sells image-guided catheter-based systems that are used by physicians to treat patients. What peripheral artery disease it provides includes Pantherus, Lightbox, Oscillate, Oscillate MVRX, Oscillate PIXL, Wildcat, Juicebox, Kitty, Cat2. The company offers its products to interventional cardiologists, vascular surgeons, and radiologists. Interventional radiologists. Avgr was founded by John B. Simpson and Himanshu and Patel, March 8th, 2007, headquartered in Red City, California. So this is very designs, catheter manufacturers, their devices for artery diseases. Artery disease. Excuse me. Going back, all this chart has been 50,000 of buys ever since April 2020, all acquired. Small amount, not huge. So let's look at FinBiz. They have about 84 million float. Sales, 8 million. Now this isn't at, the value of this company is not huge at all. They've done reverse splits. They've done 1, 2, going all the way back to like 2014. They've done 2 reverse splits. Stock wasn't 10,000. That's because of the splits. Going on the weekly on this, as soon as we drop down, do something like normal here, once it's a 60, whatever, reverse split. Big wedge here. Fell again. This has been sideways 75 cents. Look at this since last year. So 75, 75, look at this back and forth, 25-cent line. You have a clear 25, 75-cent pattern here. So there's your 25, 75-cent pattern. Rising up on the weekly. Now, if we can hold above 75 cents, it will be very strong. And it's good at the daily. See, we had the gap down here, came to 25. You know, you're bouncing back and forth, bouncing that at 75, bounced again. Strong support at 25. So dry, sorry. I keep clearing my throat. 75, then we make it to $1. Look at that, right on the button. Now what do we do here? Well, if we keep going, you have over 125, 150, this gap right here to 150. Big volume coming in. I think we can get to 150, but we might consolidate back. Now, if we go back in this zone again, then this was a false breakout. Has to stay above this 75-cent line. We could fall right into this, and it could be a trap here. It could be one of these moves, and back in we go. Or it could be here, like 50 cents and take off after that. You don't know exactly, but this has come back into the zone many times. But I like the 150 area. First, once you break 1 to 150, and then you want to stay above 75, or it could fall back 55, even 25, any kind of bad news or something like that. So AVGR has good potential, like a lot of these stocks right now. So keep that in mind. Now here's Mara. This is Marathon Patent Group, 45 million float. Share short growth 29%. Market cap 1.6 billion. Cash 17 million. Revenue 1.99 million. Current assets 37 million. Debt only 200,000. Value of this company 687 million. Very strong. Insiders on 13%. Institutions only 8%. All right, Marathon Patent Group is a digital asset technology company which mines cryptocurrencies with a focus on blockchain ecosystem and generation of digital assets. It operates one mining facility in Quebec. The company was founded February 23, 2010. Wow, they were on this years ago. And is headquartered in Las Vegas. So it's an interesting company. 2 million in sales I have. And all these mining firms, they're benefiting from Bitcoin going to 40,000. So, you know, this is a Bitcoin blockchain play. And let's go back on the monthly here. You can see here right at 2013, you know, this came on stock charts, at least TC 2000. 40 went all the way up to 155 plus. Had a reverse split right here. They brought it back. This is a reverse split, remember, 3 times. They did have to raise cash. Look at the volume on the monthly. This thing, it's really getting overextended though. On the weekly, yeah, this found the bottom right here at about 38 cents. So he had the spike up 2015, came back, little bounce. Then he had the spike up in 2018, really big, and then we fell back again. Then we came out of this wedge, this falling wedge. Let's go to the daily now. And this thing is just, ever since the reverse split, started to creep up in August right here. See this 5 zone that we pulled back? Then we pull back to about 150. But look at this line here, just slowly grind it along sideways up to 6. Pull back, didn't really get down to 4, came to like 458. And then look at this takeoff right here. Get a candle, you thought might go really bad, but no. But see this again, it came to the 13 EMA. When these stocks move, look at your support, your 1320 EMA. They're the best moving averages on the daily chart for short term, not the 50 or 200 or 100, just the short term within that 20 days. And they all find bounces if they're going to be strong. And there's your volume. Look at this. This is on fire. Now, this is so far away from its 13 EMA. Any pullback could come to here. We could come to 12 to 14. Right now, it's on complete momentum. Bitcoin's on fire. Market this go, the weekly. Let's see here. You have, 29. About 30 zone right here. Put these lines out. So you can see right here is about the 20 or 29.75, almost 30. At the bottom of this, after this high wick, looks like that's where it closed. That was 35.11. Then you have 40, and then 50. So if this remains strong, this could go anywhere. I think we're going to reach 30 to 50 range if the next few months or next month maybe. It's hard to say exactly, but I would look for the 30 to 50 range. You can have pullbacks. If we get a pullback to here and it bounces right from here, that's a great sign. If it goes back through, then the move's done. I don't think we're coming all the way back here because it's too strong Bitcoin right now. I think when Bitcoin really falters too, the market's everything's gonna come back, I think. I don't know. Who knows exactly, but Mara is completely on fire. So there you go. All right, PTE. All right, we have 2 more. PTE is Polarity Incorporated, TE Incorporated. Float 24 million. Short growth is minus 50% right now. Market cap 51 million, cash 23 million, revenue 8 million, assets 45 million. Insiders own 38%, institutions 23%, 8 million debt, 15 million enterprise value. So it's a little company. It's a biotechnology company developing commercialization regenerative tissue products and biomaterials. Firm's products include Skin T, Cryo, Skin T, POC, PTE 11,000, OSTO, real-time assistant product, commercially available for the repair, reconstruction, and supplementation of skin patients who have need for treatment of acute chronic wounds, burns, surgical reconstruction, scar revision, removal, dysfunctional grafts. The company was founded 1998, May 8th, headquarters in Salt Lake City, Utah. So they do a lot of things with skin, a lot of products with skin and reconstruction, repair. And let's look at the insiders. Bought 1.46 million going back from, all of 2020, a lot of acquired. Big by Barry Hung, 1.46 million acquired. So that's big price there. Float 23 million on FinViz, 8 million in sales. Just reading some here. What else did they say? FinViz is a little more the delivery of various disease with liver failure, regeneration of bowel tissue, a lot of different things there. So this company does a lot of different things with skin, which is interesting. Let's go to the monthly. This stock came on TC2000 right here, 2005. Then it came all the way down here. And it found the low about 1656. Then we bounced to 150. That was 2012. Then we came back with a reverse split. Stock has had two reverse splits, 2014 and 2016. The lows in this came to about 319. This is the monthly. Then we bounced all the way up to 30. Then we bounced again to, lows. It's been about 58 cents. Big volume here. This is the biggest volume it's ever had on the monthly. The weekly, you can see the trend from 2018. It's been way down, just down, keep going down. We are creeping up here in the weekly. And let's look at the daily. We came out of this big triangle, this falling wedge triangle, where the high was getting lower, the low was getting lower. And then we came up, see this right here? Once you break out of this, that's where you draw trend lines. Draw your trend lines, connect points. Otherwise, you're like, why is it coming up? Why is it coming out of where or what? So this got right here to 65, 70 cents. 90 million of buying. This thing exploded, got the 150. And here we are. So where do we go from 150? You have a big gap here to, we'll call it 3. Just call it 3. 150, a lot of congestion here. This 175 2 level. This is where the spike to back in July, the 2 level. So I'm looking for, immediately 150 to 2, 150 to 2, and then possibly 3. I'm not sure of all these things they do with grafts, skin, a lot of different things. I'm not sure how many drugs are approved or not. I didn't look deep into this company, but they have a lot of things going here with skin and cartilage and all kinds of stuff. Regeneration is very impressive that way, at least. So there's good potential here. Look deeper into the company to see if any drugs are going to be approved or what phase they're in. But this is a big gap up. And, this low keeps climbing up. You want to stop to be about 75 cents now. You don't want to go below where this wedge was. And this gap right here, too. You really want it to stay above 1. If this stays above 1, this consolidates a little bit, that's fine. Even 75 will be good. Nothing below that. So this has big potential though. The stocks have been moving too. Technically, everything's like running down. We're coming back up. So a lot of these stocks could be making a way back up now. All right, so that's PTE. Good potential there. Computer work here. FCEL. All right, last one I'm going to do is FCEL. All right, everyone knows this stock's went on the tear. Fuel cell energy, 277 million float, bigger float, market cap 4.9 billion now, 72 million cash, 64 million in revenue, 436 million in assets, debt 195 million, value is 3.45 billion. They're slightly above their value. January 14th is pre-market earnings. Institutions own 34%, insiders 4%. This is very large cap for this turned to a penny into a monster. And what do? They develop environmentally responsible baseload power solutions through molten carbonate fuel technology. This is a big, long profile. They do energy complex generation of combined heat, power, utility. Company's platform is differentiating ability to do all these applications, utilizing multiple sources of fuel, including natural gas, renewable biogas, propane, among other sources. The company was founded in 1969, Danbury, Connecticut. So it's a lot of fuel cell, power solutions, wind turbines, utility, hydrogen, carbon. That's what they do. Buy sells recently by insiders, pretty even, 29,000, 25,000 sell on that. Sales been 64 million. Finviz has. They do coal fire too. That's what Finviz has. Coal fire power plants. Company operates in the United States, South Korea, England, Germany. Fuel cell company. Any other news? Oh, January 7th, fuel cell stocks jump on 1.5 billion investment. That's huge. That's huge, huge, huge. All right, let's look at the monthly. Yeah, this company's been around. The lowest dot here is 1992. Wow. What they said they were founded? 1969. Well, all these stock charts. TC 2000 went back this far. Reverse splits, they've done 1, 2. Wait, what was this? Yeah, split. 1, 2. Count these splits. 1, 2, 3. They've done 5 splits since 1999. Yeah, they had the stock 7,500. You can't go by that. You got to go recently now. Let's go to the weekly. So keep splitting. So if you put this back here, when this was what we'll call 60, came all the way back to this 15 line, then we bounced to 20. Really tight wedge, falling wedge. They did a reverse split. And then we went sideways. Then January, we started to move. January 2020. Got in this zone, this like dollar zone. Never went below $1, $2. And on the daily here, so you can see this. For about a year, the lows were holding. The highs were just going back and forth. Bounces to 335. And then look at this rate of 3. Right here in end of November, look at this volume come in. You're talking hundreds of millions of volume. This is the best volume the stock's ever had. Big, massive volume. We broke up, got to 11, came back. Big bearish candle, but it didn't go back far. Then we bounced in. Then we gapped down. Then we hugged this 13 EMA. Then we get to 7, then we get to 8, 13, back to 10. And the last 4 days, we've had gap ups. Filled candle now, we're at this one as high as 1694. This is an incredible run. Your 13's over your 20 EMA. See this? As long as you had this in front of this, it's no like bend down, like going down. This is all bullish. You want to stay above when this was here, like 7 or even 6. You want to stay here above your 10, and it did. And where is this going now? This is incredibly on fire. You're weekly. You're so far here from your 13 EMA, but so you have 15, you have 16 next. Let's look back here. You have 15 line, of course, 16. Back a few years ago, 16 is important. 17. Big moves here at 20. This 20 line, there's a lot of congestion. I'm looking for 20 immediately. 20, 25, 30. Look at this straight up move here. Looking for any gaps here. Well, you have a gap all the way up here to like 60, but that's way back. It's far away, but all right, here's a gap right here. We have a gap right here to this 20 level. Small little gap. Right now we're at 16. Well, this is the 17 line. 17 to 20 immediately I would look for if we keep going. Now we could do this. See this? We could pull right back to about 11, maybe 10. So anything below 10, I wouldn't like it. That would be too far of a move. You want to stay above 10 here, 10 to 11, 12. And then this could be 17 to 20 on this longer term again. This has been really on fire. So when they're up this big though, see how you're far away from your 13 EMA, you get pullbacks like this. Look how far we just start to explode, but then it pulls back. Healthy pullbacks are important. So next one would be, 10 to 12, a nice pullback. So, this stock has been on fire. What was the 1.5 billion investment? Investors Business Daily. South Korea conglomerate SK Group announced 1.5 billion investment in the joint venture with fuel cell plug to expand hydrogen in Asia. Hydrogen fuel cells. Partnership launched 2019. 15,000 megawatts hydrogen fuel cells by 2040. Wainwright reiterated buy rating for Plug Power to raise its target to 60 from 35. President Biden plans to return the global record. He's looking for green, anything green, because Biden's in office. Green energy resources are really important. So fuel cell stock jumps. Investment. And what do? They design, sell, operate fuel cell power plants. Natural gas, coal fire, wind. So that's it. So this company's been on fire. Like all these penny stocks, news, everything's jumping. If you look at the monthly and all these two, they look the same because, well, they did reverse splits, but they all came back to their lows. This could be another huge age for these penny stocks, like a rotation. Like we've seen it for years. They'll come down, come back up. This could be an up cycle for a while. No one knows. No one knows how far this will last. But so many moves are jumping. So, all right, that's it. Please subscribe. Mike Cayman Trades, YouTube, TikTok, Mike Frank. Number 3, little eyes. Instagram, Mike Frank 98. StockTwits, Mike Cayman Trades. Twitter, Mike Frank 007. And if you go on YouTube, TradeIdeas.com referral. Trade Ideas is one of the best software for finding stocks. One of the best platforms. There's so many things you can use on it. So look into Trade Ideas. And TC2000 is a monster too. The best charting software. All right, that's it for now. Peace. Have a good day, guys.